Hey everyone, it's Ten Types, and today I'm super excited to be looking at cards that are rotating. And today I'm going to simply be looking at the best card of each type. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing trainers. I might. We'll see. But yeah, the best card of each type that is rotating. So here I have Limitless. All cards that have Regulation E. So that means any card with an E on the bottom left-hand corner, for example, of this Cherrim, um, you can see there's an E in the left-hand corner here. That means it's rotating. Versus a card like Lugia V-Star, with an F in the left-hand corner is not rotating. So anything that's like after, like an FG, I don't think there are any cards with an H out just yet, but there will be. And those cards will be rotate or will not be rotating. Obviously they're like not even out yet. Um, but yeah, so I want to look at the best cards of each type that are rotating. Starting with grass, I've looked a little at this list, but or like thought through this some, but I haven't decided yet necessarily. Grass is kind of a weird type. Actually, it's not weird, it's just bad. Um, Germ itself is decent, but it hasn't had great partners, and Grass has been pretty underwhelming. Cricket and V has been okay. It's a draw card, but hasn't seen too much play. Duran, I mean, it's Duran, but that's not that good. Um, let's see. Beedrill. Beedrill's pretty good. I kind of want to say Beedrill, but we'll look at the other candidates. It's really good. So its attack insta-KOs a Pokemon with special energy attached, which are, there are some. So, and there were a lot. Like it used to see a bunch of play, as you can see here. Oh wow, that's more than I thought. Um, it's a pretty cool card with Mustard. Let's see. What else do we have? We have Jumpluff. Yeah, that's not that good. But then we have Leafeon V and VMAX, and then there's the V-Star, but the V-Star's not rotating. Anything else that's good? No. So not particularly amazing. So Leafeon VMAX and V. Leafeon VMAX, for those of you who don't know, does for 2 grass, 60 for each colorless, or colorless and junior points for 3 cost. So it can hit more against Pokemon with big retreats. It kind of fell off when Mew came out. Um, yeah, and then you can play like the V Star as well, like kind of together with the V Max. And then the V has its ability that accelerates an energy and ends your turn, which is okay. It's the same as Zacian V's ability. But then, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Beedrill. I really like Beedrill. I think it's a really fun card. Grass, like there isn't anything good from these right now, other than actually Chim. Chim's kind of making a resurgence. I might talk about that a little bit, but I'm gonna go with Beedrill. I think that's a pretty solid bet. Fire here. We do have Oricorio. Oricorio is super good, obviously in Mew. Well, it's not super good, but it's in Mew, which is super good. They're in Victini as well. Victini was good. Blaziken was like okay. Fire's also not been great, and yeah, most of these cards aren't that good. I'm gonna go with the Oricorio, I guess. Victini VMAX does 220 to a V or like VMAX for 2, which was super good. It was really good when it came out, and then kind of slowly fell off with the rotation of Welder and lots of things. So also, sorry if there are any audio issues. Yeah, I think Victini's. I kind of want to say Victini. I don't like Victini either. I don't really like I don't like either of these Pokemon. Oricorio is kind of cool. I mean, Oricorio's seen much more play, like, because Mew's been really good. Yeah, you can see a lot of play there. This is Victini. Oh, okay, Limitless. So these are like decks, but they're not most of the decks aren't on the regular Limitless site. They're on the Play Limitless site, which is the like online tournament, which isn't actually exclusively online, but it's generally regarded as the online tournament, which doesn't have a lot of things. But anyway, so Victini is good. Victini, I don't know. It depends if you go either way on this. Victini, if you want to say the card in its own right, but I'll go the Oricorio because it's seen much more play, and it's pretty good, I guess. So I'll go with Oricorio. Water has had some really good stuff. We got Octillery, probably not the best, but and then Inteleon. Inteleon was super good, but with the Drizzle, so I don't really feel like it. I mean, it hasn't really seen any play since Drizzle rotated. Pikamuku, a go for control players, but that's it. Um, let's see. For others, Manphy is still in format, but it's not that good. Ice Rider was pretty good. That could be again Sabal, like it doesn't really belong, my opinion. Then what else? There are like so many good water Pokemon. Carbonal V was a card. It still is. It still sees play. Italian VMAX was pretty good, or still is pretty good. And then I think it's between Inteleon and Vima. Oh, Kyogre from Celebrations is like a thing. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. Suicune was good. I'm gonna say Ice Rider though. I think Italian VMAX is up there, but Ice Rider was like super. was super good when it came out, and pretty much for a really long time. It's even playable now. Italians had made the resurgence more recently with like Urshifu, but Ice Rider doesn't stand on its own, but stands more on its own. Inteleon has heavily reliant on the stuff around it. Ice Rider needs Melanie, but I think Ice Rider is the best water Pokemon routing, which is a very important feat or impressive feat. Lightning, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Flaffy. I don't know what else we got. Uh, Tapu Koko VMAX is good, I guess. Um, what else do we have here? We got Flying Pikachu VMAX Classic, funny Pokemon, won World Championship. Yeah, no, it's Flaffy. Flaffy's really good, obviously. Um, it's gonna hurt Miraidon losing it like a lot. It's seen play with some other things, but mostly just with. Wait, what is this? Oh, Rayquaza. Yeah, no. You could play with Rayquaza VMAX, but that wasn't so too good. But yeah, Flaffy, accelerating energy from your discard to one of your bench Pokemon is just like so good. Flaffy is like electric. It's definitely lived up. I don't know if it's definitely lived up, but it's really good. And it's like a card I'm kind of sad we're losing. I'm not a big fan of the Miraidon deck, but I think Flaffy is a good card. Um, Psychic, another loaded type. How many Pokemon are there this type? Oh, not as many as I thought, but it's good. So let's see, what do we have here? Cresselia. Oh no, that's not the right Cresselia. Shadow Rider was good. Mewtwo was kind of good. Um, I could consider one like Mewtwo, but I don't know if it's kind of weird. There's a lot of promos. Let's move on from the promos. Let's see, Mimikyu is okay. So obviously Gardevoir is really good right now, but only with like Gardevoir EX pretty much. You can play it other ways, but it's not too good with them. Shadow Rider was super good for like a short time. Was like the best deck in the game. Like for like a solid like 6 months, but like it fell off pretty hard. Sylveon, I can't really give it to Sylveon. Mew, Celebrations Mew, hot take. It's a little, I don't know, I'd say it's a little overrated. I think people don't think it's that good, but they still play it. I just don't play it that much. I don't think it's that good. Um, there is Zacian V. That's like worse than Gardevoir in my opinion. They're different, but I'd say it's worse. Oh, it's Mew VMAX. Yeah, I forgot about Mew VMAX. So yeah, the answer is Mew VMAX. Like I almost put it in another category because it's like so much better than everything. Oh, it also gets credit for like Genesect. So the Genesect will be the best metal Pokemon, but Mew VMAX is the best, I guess. Um, a Gardevoir and Shadow Rider I could also give it to. As a well, I mean I wouldn't, but I could see that, and that's not like an absurd thing. Mew Max obviously has been really good though. So like Mew Max was has been arguably it's been like top five since it came out, which is pretty for the most part. I think it's been top five since it came out, which is really good. Mostly because of Genesect. Genesect has kind of carried the deck, but like BV Max is still good. And then Shadow Rider is like good, and Gardevoir is good. I'd give it to Shadow Rider over Gardevoir, I think. Shadow Rider was like so good. Shadow Rider is arguably more dominant than Mew. I know I'd say it probably was, in my opinion. It's during a different time period where like things kind of were different. So how dominant a deck is kind of dependent on the time period and like the perspective and how people view Pokemon, which is kind of a weird thing. But I still think that yeah, I give it to Mew. Shadow Rider is like so forgotten by now. And it was out for longer as well, which I would give credit. Like Mew VMAX coming in Fusion Strike was more or less the least amount of time you can have in format. And there are a few cards with less, but it's pretty low. So fighting's a weird type. What do we have here? I need a quick like overview. Okay, so Passimian was alright, but England's Zapdos V with Turbo Deck and go to deck. Actually no, the deck was kind of weird and not that good, but the name Turbo Duckin really fun. Anyway, so Stone General fine, Single Strike Urshifu VMAX fine, but I think it's gotta be Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Glen Zapdos U is good. Medicham V is really good as well. I could see it being Medicham V. I don't hate that. Um, any single prizes? Not nothing that's like quite as good. I'll say Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. It's been so good since it came. It hasn't been so good since it came out, but it was like really good, then fell off, and then came back. I think it's very good. I think Rapid Urshifu VMAX deserves it. In my opinion, like comparing it to Mew VMAX is kind of weird, but Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX itself is really good. Versus Max, which is oh actually no, Rapstrike Ursa VMAX kind of needs it needs Rapstrike energy. Max needs double turbo. Like Max needs Jansec, right? That's like the thing. But I mean Rapstrike Ursa VMAX kind of needs support as well. But anyway, we're not comparing those two right now. We're just comparing the fighting Pokemon, and I think Rapstrike Ursa VMAX is definitely that. Um, let's see. Then we got Darkness. Darkness, we got Houndoom, we got Moltres, Tyranitar. Is that the right Tyranitar? Yeah. Let's see what else. Like so Moltres V I think is probably gonna get it. It was so good like when it came out, and it's been like good recently, but it was so much better earlier, and it's still like okay now. Its damage output isn't as high as you'd like, because there are a lot of like V's and basic EXs and stuff, basic V's and basic EXs, and it's just not as good against those versus like it's really good against VMAXs and pretty good against V stars, or some VMAXs, and like energy acceleration is nice, which is mostly what it's played for now. Um, let's see what else. What else we got here? Umbreon, good. I think Umbreon VMAX never saw the potential that it like should have. Not that it's been bad, but people have like thought of it very linearly compared to a card like Lycanroc GX, which is like what it's similar to. And I feel like it could have lived up to that level, which it didn't in my opinion, but still a very good card. Zoroark, of course, like Zoroark is so fun. Zoroark's the go, but not because it's good. It's the go because it's fun. You know, don't you miss this deck? Control. I'm sure you do. Anyway, yeah, Glaring Moltres V, I think gets it. Gengar was like good for a time. It was arguably like best deck. I don't think it was best deck when it came out, but it was really good. I mean, it like beat up on Mew V Max. That was like its thing. But yeah, and I'll give it to Glaring Moltres V. Um, it was really good. With the self acceleration and then the like very solid damage. So I think definitely, in my opinion, the best dark card that we're losing. Um, okay, next up, Metal. We got Bronzong. Got Metagross, Corviknight. Like, is there anything good for Metal? Not these cards are like necessarily bad, but they're not that good. Next up we got Melmetal's been. Oh yeah, Genesect. Again, I put it in a different category because it's like different. Yeah, so this is Genesect. In my opinion, I've said this before. I think Genesect V is better than Mew V Max. They're different. And comparing the two is kind of silly because they really need to go together. But I think Genesect V is like one of the best cards ever, honestly. Maybe not ever. Like comparing new cards to old cards is kind of just weird and not like a great thing to do because the like it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But Genesect V's attack is obviously super good. It's the main attack copied by Mew VMAX. So it's essentially the main attacker and obviously like the entire engine. It's not exactly the main attacker. It's not the Pokemon attacking, but it's being copied. So yeah, it'll be Genesect V. Um, Again, like Fusion Strike's so good. It's won three of the four type or three of the 10 types. Um, so yeah, it's won three types already, which is so insane. Like, and Oricorio isn't even good. Or it's not bad. Oricorio is fine, but it's not even that good in UV Max. But it's just like in VV Max with Genesect V. Um, yeah, but yeah. Anyway, Genesect V, probably the best card, one of the best cards ever. It's Shaman EX plus Zacian V. Like it's obviously broken. And it like just completely enables me. It's so good. And anyway, Dragon types we got. What do we have? We have Dragonite V, pretty decent. Drowdon V Max. We have Flapple. Flapple's like not bad. It's obviously fallen off with Scizor, but it was pretty good at one point. Like this deck, a funny deck. But anyway, let's see. What else do we have here? I guess we have Appleton as well. But anyway, it's between Dragonite and Duraludon. Dragonite V is a really good attacker in Lost Zone, and then Duraludon, and it's yeah, you could like play it in other stuff, I guess, but it's pretty awkward too. Let's see. What's the most recent deck that didn't play it in Lost Zone? Or did no one? Surely someone played it in like something that's Oh yeah, this Arceus Guru deck is the one I'm thinking of, which returned Dragonite. But that's not even good. Like it's really good in Lost Zone. Oh yeah, then there's like this Vikavolt deck, which is kind of wacky. And you can play it in like Arceus and stuff. But like Dragonite was good, and the Duraludon was also really good. Duraludon, kind of like Mew Max, doesn't stand on its own. Like to me, it's not really exactly like Mew Max because it's not like And I mean, it needs Arceus. Without Arceus, it's bad, in my opinion. People played it before Arceus, and it was, in my opinion, like awful. It just never set up like at all. And so, and it's like not necessarily a super great Pokemon Stone. It's kind of like a countery Pokemon as well, which there's a place for that, but it's kind of niche and it's kind of fallen off because it's not so good right now. Anyway, so I think Duraludon is not going to be it. I think it's going to be Dragonite. I'm also a sucker for Lost Box. Lost Zone is really fun. I don't love Dragonite and Lost Zone, but Lost Zone is a fun deck, in my opinion. I know some people hate it. Next up, we got Colorless. Uncommon Fossil would be mad if I don't mention Blissey V, so I'll mention it. Or Castform or Kecleon, these goats. No. Let's see. What do we got that's good here? Thunder's VMAX was like, sorry, Tornadus VMAX was all right. Weirdly, it wasn't that good because it didn't like do anything particularly special, but people played it some and it was okay. Um, what else do we have? We got Green VMAX. No shot, I have to say Blissey. Dunsparce was also decent. I mean, Dunsparce was pretty good, but like I'm not gonna say Dunsparce because it's Dunsparce. I mean, I saw a lot of play. I mean, Lugia was super broken, and Arceus was like super broken, but like Dunsparce isn't gonna win it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I guess I gotta go with Blissey. I feel sad now. But no, Blissey's fine. Blissey was like pretty good, I guess. Some people love this card. Some people like me don't love this card. Yeah, you could play in Control as well. I don't think I've ever known. You could do some wacky stuff. You could play in Lugia as well, where it's just like it is really powerful. Um, or it can be really powerful. It's not like necessarily. It's kind of like a weaker Weirdier, but it's tankier as well. It's really good with Miltank though, and that was like a really serious contender of a deck. Um, Yeah, okay, yeah. The Blissey actually just Blissey Miltank. Yeah, so you had Blissey and you had Miltank. You pretty much just sit there not doing anything. But the Pokemon's pretty like it can hit hard. I'm not gonna go with Dunsparce. I could go with Dunsparce, but like Dunsparce doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't do anything. So, and even in Dex, it's good because it removes weakness of colorless Pokemon, which is good for Lugia and Arceus, but like it's pretty niche. Um, and yeah, so I won't include you that one. Lastly, I'll do trainers, I guess. I'm just gonna throw stuff out. These are probably not gonna be as accurate because I'll just do like whatever I feel like on the spot. We got items first, not counting tools. You could count tools, but I won't. And we have, I guess, rope. Yeah, it'll be rope. Rope's, I don't know, like Rope's bound to be being replaced. I don't think it's actually gonna change stuff that much. There's Val VIP Pass. I don't like the card that much. I don't, I honestly don't have much respect for it. It's good, but I'll go with Rope. Um, I could go with Level Ball. I mean, that was really good. No, I'll go with Level Ball. Level Ball like used to be so broken. It was just like Level Ball used to be like search your deck for any card. So then it was kind of broken. Focus was also good. Echoing Horn good as well, but and Power Tap it's also good, but yeah, I'll go with Level Ball. I could see Rogue. I could see someone say Val VIP Pass. I wouldn't agree personally, but I could see that. To me, it's not like Nest Balls with Nest Ball and like Quick Ball. It's like, yeah. Um. Anyway, next up we got tools. Do we have anything good here? We have um. EXP share is not rotating, by the way. A few of these cards aren't rotating. Like some of these trainers aren't. Um, I guess all the items here are rotating. It looks like. Is Recycler rotating? Let me check. Yeah, okay. Energy Recycler is rotating. I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but yeah, I think the rest of these trainers are. All these items are rotating. EXP sure isn't. Bro, like these cards are so trash. And most of these are at least. I'll go with Spongy Gloves or something. Because I feel like that's funny. Like some of the gloves are okay. No, I'll go with Elemental Badge. Elemental Badge is like kind of broken with Jolteon, so I'll go with that. Uh, Riven Badge was also like kind of broken, but no one ever played it, so yeah. Okay, moving on to supporters to look at some better cards. We got. It's not Avery. I know some people would say Avery. Avery's so trash. It's not so trash, but it's not that good. No, I want to say Mustard. It's or it could be Raihan. Is it Raihan or is it Melanie? Which I'll more play. Let's see Unlimitless. I honestly don't know. Oh, these both have a lot of plays. I'm gonna be scrolling a lot. Uh, I can't tell which has more plays. Raihan does. I don't know. I'll go with Raihan, I guess. Raihan's like really good for single prize decks. There's nothing else, right? Yeah, no. I mean, Judge is good, but it's not rotating. Um, and yeah, I think it's between Melanie and Raihan. Both are like super good cards. There's some other really good, really solid cards in this list, but I think it's between those two, and I'll give it to Raihan because it's better in more decks. Stadiums, there's only one answer here. And this time I remembered it, it's Path, obviously. And then special energy is going to be Rapid Strike energy. Really good energy. Kind of carried Rapid. Well, I don't know. It didn't carry Rapid Strike, but it was super important. Anyway, those are the best cards of every type rotating. So you got Oricorio. What did I say for grass? Did I say Beedrill? I might have said Beedrill. I don't know. I think I said like Leafeon. I don't know. Grass is kind of trash. Water. I think I said Ice Rider. Lightning, obviously Flaffy. Got Psychic, which I said Mew Max, so they could go Shadow Rider. Um, very different, or it's kind of similar but different. And then we got Upstate Earthsproof V Max. We got ourselves a Glen Moltres V, a Genesector V, Dragonite V, Blissey V. And then for trainers, we got ourselves I think it's the Level Ball. Some like did I say like spongy gloves? I don't know. Most of these tools are kind of trash. XP sure is okay, but it's not rotating. And then, oh, by the way, Spacey Season encouraged rotating. Not everyone knows this. I didn't know it for a while. It is rotating though. And then supporter, I said Raihan and Stadium Path, and then Special Energy, Rapid Strike Energy. So those are the best cards of each type rotating. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. Also, tell me what you think the best card of each type rotating is. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video. Subscribe as well if you enjoyed. I'm pushing towards hopefully 1,000 subs. Hopefully I reach that, and my goal is in a few months. But anyways, that doesn't matter right now. Oh, also one thing, I'm going to be running a Mutant Evolution tournament in standard format, but only Mutant Evolution. Um, I don't know when. I'm not sure. Maybe in a week or two. I haven't decided yet, but on the PTCG simulator, I think some of the issues, hopefully the issues are worked out. I've been told that they are. The desync issue is gone, hopefully. So I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.